Alright, let's see. Alright, I'll turn that off. Dive into this here. That should look right. Let's just start with some runs to start off with. What's up, NoFX? Hey man, big shout outs to you jumping onto the streams consistently, brother. So, yeah, so it's always good to see you. Alright, let me use a Nightmare Sigil first. I'll just do this one. Happy Saturday to you, and happy Saturday for all you other individuals that's jumping on. Shout outs to the notification squad. You know, I'm glad I'm able to catch them, to be honest. Hey, you know what? Hey, there's a lot of Diablo streams out there, so less and less though. It seems like the hype is maybe dying out a bit. There's definitely some issues with the game, and possibly, you know, we'll see what happens. Blizzard has their hands full. Kill these guys. LVL80 when Harley, yeah. So that's what I think most people assumed, 80 to 85. I think 85 is a little too high. But the itemization for found items is a big problem. The biggest issue is that what's going on? Why can't I just go this way? The biggest issue is, in my opinion, well, actually, there's a lot of issues, but with the itemization situation, it's because when you find items, it scales to your level, which I do not like. So I made an alt, and I can't help my alt gear up. And that's the whole point of having an alt, is you have your main, they can do some farming things, and you go, oh, by the way, look at it, look what I found. This should help my alt. Well, you don't do that here. It's not it's not designed like that. So, and that's very frustrating. I don't know. To be honest, I'm having a hard time playing the game because of the grind to 80. 80's not bad. What I heard is from now until 100 is stupid. I'll get to 85 so that, you know, I can easily have common, you know, when I'm fighting random mobs like this, I can get a Shaco, or I can get a, you know, Doombringer and all that stuff. But technically, in itself, it seems like I hate when who's giving the power here? This guy. It seems like from there, it feels like they need another Torment level. They need Torment level 5 for people that want to get to 100. Now, for those who didn't, you know, do that, more power to them. And one of the things I don't like to run is Nightmare Dungeons. I'm running this, like, I ran this for 10 levels. Almost 10 levels. Like 8 levels. And it'd be nice if I can find some upgradable loot, but I guess that's when I said just go ahead and run Nightmare Dungeons, because that is the best place to get loot. Fair. And I don't know, I don't like to run Nightmare Dungeons. I don't know, there's a thing about running Nightmare Dungeons that I don't say feels wrong to me, but just doesn't feel, I guess, right to me either. I don't know what it is. But I need to upgrade my glyphs, stuff like that, so I do need to run Nightmare Dungeons. I have more fun running this because of the speed of it, and because, again, I'm having fun doing it. So I don't know, there's a level of fun, I guess, I'm missing from Nightmare Dungeons. I don't know. Like, what level are you right now? If you're not at 80. Why is my game slow? It's like really slow. Maybe because of the stream? Am I dropping frames? What's going on here? I think I dropped frames. Did I drop frames? I didn't drop frames. That's so weird. That was weird. I thought I dropped frames because everything froze, but it's okay. We're good to go again. Back to fairly normal speed. You're 72. Yeah, you're almost there. Took you maybe a day or two to get to 80. Look at all the sacred. And again, that's where I guess my complaints of not running Nightmare Dungeons, that becomes a problem there. Maybe I'll run some. I have a bunch of 21s, or I should at least run 31s or above, I guess. I wonder if I can do a 31. I wonder how long it would take me to do a 31. I guess I should find out. Alright. Where's the upgrader? This guy right there. Did you see? It took me until like level, I think it was like 70 something, to realize you gotta kill this guy, these individuals with these markers up here. These guys right here, the little up markers, to remove the damage resistance. Or you're just kind of sitting here like taking forever to kill the elites or the other mobs. I actually did not know that for the very long time. Like, and then it would appear and it disappear. I was like, whoa, huh? And then I was like, I noticed it was the guys with the little up arrow in it that you have to kill. Anyway, I'm good now. There's still be millions of XP. Yeah, it's not too bad. Again, I ran it with this fairly quickly. And if you want to run, actually, I don't know. It does only solo. It works only solo, right? The reset, quote unquote bug. Where's the guys? Where's the guys? See, I always miss those guys. If I'm able to do 29s at 72, fair. My gear isn't optimal though. Well, I guess I'm level 80 now, so doing 5 levels above me, I guess, shouldn't be too much of a problem. And if you're running Nightmare Dungeons like that and you're doing like 20, you know, those levels there, then you should have no problem with leveling to, because you're getting much more of a level bonus than I am. 775 total armor down. 6 of this, so it's awful there. Movement speed 15, dodge, willpower, all stats. It's not bad, but it's not good. Caltrop dash, and then 785 close stun. Nope. See, I just get stuff like this that I just need to just throw away. What's up, Davis? What's going down? I'm just running the same dungeon I've been running for the last 8 levels. So feel free to. I don't know if I can do. Can you do this restart with a team? You're saying you can? No effects. Yeah, if you guys feel like you want to jump in, and I can go ahead and I'll be running this probably for the most entire stream. Or if you guys want to carry my ult, that'll be pretty awesome because I need to gear up my ult. I don't like playing range though, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I made a John Wick ult, and you'll see that he looks very close to a John Wick. But either way, if you guys want to play or not, so. Wish they never would nerf dungeons. They had to, kind of, you know. If they're gonna buff Nightmare Dungeons, and I think maybe one of the things that having to go to the dungeon, like they mentioned, that is a big deterrent for me. So once they do that, I'll probably do a lot more Nightmare Dungeons. Oops, did I kill him? Whenever your friend enters the dungeon, they'll kick you out. Okay. That's what happened last time. I was streaming with, I forget who it was. There was a viewer that jumped in and we couldn't make it work. I'm gonna kill these guys first. Yeah, I would, before knowing the little 2 arrow thing there, I would just sit here and for like minutes to kill everybody with the damage resistance, man. The buff, I don't know when the EXP buff is gonna arrive. I just want them to, you know, the transport buff. I think that right there in and of itself is huge. So if I don't really care, you know, EXP's fine, you know. This is, I just call this the beta alpha, the release, because they feel like they're going to be making a bunch of changes. Like after season 1, this game's not going to be recognizable from when it was from release. There's some good stuff here. I don't know. Again, if it feels very much like a Diablo game. There's a couple things I wish we're able to do, like in other iterations of Diablo, but seemingly very lacking here. What I would love to see is, you know, Diablo 4 be the culmination and the improvements that Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 did, but it seems like there's still the same, you know, issues that could have been avoided from learning from, you know, the old games. I don't know, that's just maybe just me. Again, I think the framework here still feels pretty good, but I hope season 1 fixes a lot of it. Like small stuff like the gem bags. Like how are you a ARPG designer, right? And this is the 4th iteration, and you're surprised that people are pissed off about not having enough stash space. Like PoE went, okay, I'll just pretty much give you unlimited stash space, and even then they're like, oh man, you guys fill that up. Right? Like people that play PoE, you know, like hardcore times, like, oh yeah, wow, you guys even filled that ridiculous amounts of stash space already, and this is so limited. This was the biggest issue. This was a big problem with D3, and they still said, yeah, you know, let's just create that same problem. I've not farmed out all the renowned. I don't mind renowned. Yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's just a different, you know, game style that, you know, more MMOs are designed to go look for stuff. This is what I like to do. I like to sit here and kill and get loot. Kill and get loot. That's what I like to do. If I don't get the right loot, then fine, I'll run it again. Right? But it's not like this is their. This is like Blizzard's first game, right? Diablo 2 stash base problem. Diablo 3 stash base problem. It's like we start off with that. Yeah, so let me show you my renowned. So Fracture Peaks, I think about it, like, oh, what happened? Side dungeons, like there, areas discovered, I haven't got all of it. Altars of Lilith, I thought I got all of it, but I guess not. Right, so I haven't got that, I haven't got that. So I've gotten to the skill point, but not everything else. Right, so this is the most I've done is on Fractured Peaks. I was like, I'll just get the skill point. That's all I kind of care about. 771 vulnerable, chilled, critical, all stats. I could just use this now. Because this has double vulnerable and it's pretty decent. So this could be an upgrade if I roll damage to chilled enemies, which I can still use technically since I'm using Penitent, to either Dex or crowd control. So I can use that. Alright, 730 I can't use. There's another crossbow. There's another double vulnerable. Oh, it's a freaking bow. Never mind, I can't use it. Right, here's something I can maybe use. No. No. So 39 distant enemies. So it's a double vulnerable. Distant, I would reroll distant, but then trap, they would have to be affected by trap for me to get the benefit on there. I'd rather have the all stats. I don't know. No. It's a nice sword, right? Look at the roll on this. Got crit damage, core, crowd control, and vulnerable. This is exactly what I want. Right? This is exactly what I want. If it was a sword and I had a better, you know, power item number on there. I can't use this, can I? No, I can't. Well, how do you guys feel about? So, what do you guys want to see that's different? Like, what do you feel like if there's some missing pieces on here? Because again, this is what I've been doing for the last 8 levels, and I've been enjoying the game. Like coming on for an hour and a half, run this 20 times, 30 times. I'm content. But there's other things, of course, you can do. And again, I don't know. It needs to be more interesting so other people, because here's the thing, don't make the game for me, right? You want to make the game for the masses. But I think the masses also look at the top end streamer gamers, and they make judgment on the game, and if there's not a high level amount of interest that the top streamers are going to do, right? Oh my goodness, I'm sitting here talking and gonna die. Then the level of interest of the game is gonna go away, right? So they need to hold on to these top streamers as well, so the game literally just doesn't die out. And that's a shame. And when I'm talking about dying out, it's a little early for talking about that, but not really either, like, because of the issues of the game, it's very worrisome that we're hearing this like now. Like, it's hearing this already. And we're like less than a month in this, right? About a month into this? Really less than a month. For a game that's really was going to be designed to be around for the next like 10 years. Because of the success of Diablo 3, etc., etc., right? Hey, finally, ancestral, but bow. Something I cannot use, unfortunately. Build balancing is something I want to be interested in. I want to be a flurry rogue, to be honest with you. That's what I wanted to do. But flurry is so much worse than Twisted Blades. It's really hard to say, okay, let me switch over. No, I want. Okay, at least I'm getting ancestral items. Some sacred here I need to toss out of my bag. Ooh. Ooh. Where's the little up arrow guys? Twisted Blades. Your Twisted Blades poison imbuement, the typical one. The one I kind of started after I made the switch from Flurry. Or actually when I was starting to level up anyway. I was like, okay, this is like so much more OP. It's not even close. I can't even make an argument. Like, you either have this, Penitent, or Rapid Fire. I'm gonna work on a Rapid Fire rogue with my alt. I'm gonna call it the John Wick. I literally have already called it the John Wick. My John Wick alt, which is gonna be a ranged rogue. Which of course makes sense. Damage resistance. Dude, that took forever. You don't even have a potion up. Why does it say almost? Does the stream still say almost to level 80? I thought I changed the title of this thing. Yeah, main rogue, level 80. What now? Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. What now? What do I do? Because I'm literally doing this over and over again. Alright, let's see if we get some upgrades. That's what I want. I want a true, I'll say best in slot, but you know, very good upgrade. That's what I'm looking for. Ancestral bow, core strikes 46%. Look at this, perfect right here. Critical strike damage. 35 vulnerable though. Okay, maybe not as good. Ugh. Sucks that I can't use it. 4.2 damage reduction. Nah, man. 705. Can't even use that. Can't use that. 655. 720. Why is it rolling so low?
Anything else?
+2. Oh. So I can actually use this for a future flurry build. You have crit chance, you have attack speed. I can replace twisting blades with like health or something of that nature and still hold 3 to flurry. So that could be some future uses. But here's the thing. It has to be with this character. I think that's an issue, man. Like, not being able to farm for your alts. I don't feel like that's right. I don't feel good about it. $12 stats. Can't use most of it at this point. We're just min-maxing the thing. Yeah. Like, I want to play my alt, man. I really do. I want to farm for my alt. That's what I mean. Give me one second. I have to close this and reopen this because that is bothering me. Sorry if I miss some of your chat. I had to restart the chat because it was bothering me, some issue there. I'm gonna type in test just to test it out. Okay, should be back to business. Okay, where's the people I have to kill? Up here, up here, up here, up here, up here, Look at it, it's Doomblade, not Doombringer. I was gonna run some level. Here's another thing that is kind of weird. Why do they call nightmare dungeons? Why do they call it nightmare dungeons? It should be torment dungeons or something of that nature. But on top of that, it's why do they number it? Like, you have to add 54 to the number to understand what level it is. That's the weirdest choice to make, because that just is absolutely confusing. You just say, okay, this is, you know, a level 85 dungeon. That's going to be level 85 characters on there, or enemies on there. I don't know. Kind of weird. But I should run level 31s, and it'd be pretty amazing if I found a Shaco or a Doombringer or something. I don't know what I would do if I actually found one of those. Like, do I like stream more so I can highlight that item? You know, start making content based off of finding one of the rarest items in the game. I don't know. What would you do if you found like a grandfather or a type, something of that type? See, the item level is, yeah. I don't know what's my delay. It seems like I have a long delay there, but yeah. If you get boosted, right? You notice that sacred units or sacred items, they drop at level 45, right? If you're below level, which I was getting boosted. And then you notice that the item level for ancestral, the starting point is 60. And I go, you know what? That seems perfect, right? You can't use these top higher end ones to level 60, and then you can't use, you know, the medium level ones until, you know, 45. I was like, oh, that's fine. They then should make another level of, if they want to do this right, another level maybe until like 90 right? Like top end stuff at like level 90. And that would make sense. That would be something that your alt can work for, right? It would be like some OP item that you have in your stash for something else. And you're like, oh man, I can't wait to grind this character level 190 and use that, because I have no way I'm gonna be able to pick that up. You know, in the interim, right? And again, isn't that the whole idea of having an alt? Right, is your main is farming. It's gonna catch some really cool item. You're like, I really can't use it for this build, or I can't use it for this. Let me go give it to an alt and I'll play with that one. Did the devs just like forget about that when it comes to Diablo games? Oh, shoot, forgot about killing this guy. Or just maybe general ARP or ARP in general. Right? I don't know. It's an interesting conundrum that they put themselves in. Is some fundamentals and understanding on how these games technically work, or is the reason why it's so XYZ popular. Dude, why did this have to roll so low? All I need to do is change the critical strike damage to immune to have critical strike damage general. Because what I have here, see, I don't have double vulnerable on this, but still, man. Oh, this still doesn't even. I still have to boost this up to 25 as well. Let me see what the roll for this thing is going to be. Poison trap 3, willpower, total armor. I can do total armor. I can do willpower to something else. Yeah, this is possible right here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Movement speed, cold resistance, cow drops. That would have been an armor upgrade as well. This I can possibly use. It rolled really bad for total armor. It rolled the best for poison reduction. +3 poison trap. What am I using now? I'm using temerity now, but this is the other one that I would use. This is damage reduction from distance, damage reduction for cold, 6.4 to total, and strength. I think this one could be better because it has the poison trap and we get total armor. But total armor is half as much. Ugh. It's not very good at all. I'll just keep it. I'll just keep them. It's the problem with hoarding all this stuff here. Alright, let's see if we can actually move fast in this one. It's going to be like 4:23 when I take my potion and all this stuff here. Let me grab a potion that'll give me some freaking space. Like this isn't like consumables. And why is sigils with consumables? This doesn't make any sense. Quest items, plenty of room. Consumables doesn't make any sense. This could be probably in quest items and people would be a lot happier. And then aspects, come on. Like aspects I have certain questions on too, is like why is some very high value and not when they're either when they even have the same stats. Is my stream that behind, Proton? That you're talking about that now? Is that my stream? Like I'm gonna say something. Right, I'm gonna say Dokkan 8-year anniversary, and you guys type whenever you guys hear that. Right, where's the guy? There he is. Oh, it's not. Yeah, I know it's all tied to level 45 and all that stuff, and extremely rare. It's fine. I don't mind the like the top end stuff. Like that doesn't bother me at all. It's the gearing my alts and having this increased item level. I don't mind having enemy levels for drops. That's fine. Makes all the sense in the world. For the trading portion, another reason why I think Blizzard doesn't understand why D2 and even D3 got super popular, right, and then died out, was because of trading, was because the fact that you could make money while playing a video game. I don't know if Blizzard understood that. Like, Blizzard saw, oh, people are making money that we can make. I was like, no. Unless you're playing the game, you can make money off of it. And if you devs want to go in here and start selling stuff online and whatever, you know, selling it, you know, selling items and things of that nature. But, you know, I thought the auction house was a perfect idea. So I think the auction house was smart, and they just needed more security to make sure that the dupe problem didn't happen and things of that such. So scrapping that too early. I think after the auction house, there was a bunch of people that left the game, and then, you know, your hardcore gamers stuck around. But D3 could have been way more popular than it was for even a longer period of time. I think scrapping the auction house that early, and hey, I tell you what, I made a lot. Back then, it was a lot of money, but I made, you know, some nice bucks off of selling, you know, legendaries and stuff like that. I always tell the story that literally, as far as I know, was the first Windforce legendary on the auction house, and I made 250 bucks for that. Of course, we all know that Windforce is awful in D3. And here's the thing, Windforce is awful here now. Like, do they not know their own mechanics that bows are crap comparable to crossbows in this game? I don't know. I don't know if they realize that. Yeah, there's been at least some notes talking about the update, but the 13-page update seems like they're not going to do it as a big one-shot. They're going to actually do the updates in, you know, in several patches, which is probably smart. Hopefully the major stuff, they'll take care of it right away. Wow, okay, the delay is way behind. I'm very delayed. If that's when you typed in Dokkan 8-year anniversary Proton, it's at least a 5-minute delay. At least. But they don't here's the thing. They don't understand that that's the reason why more people would play the game. Having the opportunity to play a video game. Think about the whole aspect of Twitch, right? The reason why Twitch works is there's a bunch of people who love playing video games. There's a lot of people who actually watch playing video games. You can make money off of playing video games, right? So the popularity of that became, okay, who's watching these, etc., etc. Well, if internally your game had the ability for you to earn money internally, not externally, then more people would play the game, right? Thus, your revenue would go up because there'll be more people interested in playing the game. Thus, you would then, you know, add DLCs and additional stuff, or even mechanics within the game. Because I think the auction house worked fine. They're taking like $1 off of each transaction. Again, the dupe issue was the problem. It wasn't the auction house in general, right? I don't think that was a problem. So yes, the people who had money had OP accounts and things of that nature, fine. But the people that didn't have money, great. The people have, it's time or money, right? It's really what it is. For the people that had the time to grind and to provide, you know, OP items, and for the people that are wealthy enough, who have the money, who want to just buy an Echoing Fury, right? Yes, the problem with it was duped and stuff like that. That was the problem, right? So if I wanted to buy an Echoing Fury because I didn't have time to grind for one or find something even remotely close to it, right? Then that's, again, I don't know. There's things about the internal the internal mechanics of the game that made D2 so popular because of the SOJ community, right? The SOJ currency of that was crazy, right? Of course, that changed over time. You know, they had the ladders and stuff like that. People played the game just to play the game. But I think for the masses, why Diablo got so big, you know, started with the opportunity to, you know, earn some dollars while playing a video game, which was almost unheard of at the time. It's just chat not updating in the chat. Really? So the chat is off. I think the best economy was the best. Yeah, with runes too, right? Runes was interesting when they came that out. I was like, okay, you know, I'll trade you this for this, or this is the gold here and stuff like that. For sure. For sure. Oh, this might be something good. Core, poisoned, ultimate chilled. Possible, since I am chilling enemies when I run into them. Of course, poison with my mechanics there is still not all that. I'll keep that though. I need double vulnerable crit and core. That's what I want. Double vulnerable crit and core.
Anything else? Fair trade.
Core down there. Got a lot of crossbows, but didn't even come close. I'll keep that one. But Proton, like with Dokkan, right? There's impossible. I won't say impossible. Yeah, this is impossible because it's a design gacha style game, right? You can't really make money off of the game. You're absolutely losing dollars while you the amount of money I spend on my Dokkan account comparable to actually what I can actually sell my account for is negligible, right? Same thing with Truth has spent hundreds of $1,000s on that game, on that account, and someone wouldn't pay $100,000 for that account, right? So gachas are totally different. I think gachas are worse for the gaming community, you know, but making a few bucks off of a transaction or a trade. I was gonna make, and I still might make this video since, you know, no one really watches my stream on Diablo much, but you know, this might be something the Diablo community can jump on, is what are some in-game payable mechanics that you guys would be interested in seeing, and the community be okay about. So I have a couple ideas I think would work out absolutely fine, and I don't think people would have any problems with it, as a mechanic, right? As an in-game mechanic. So money you're spending, Dokkan, is like burning. Yeah, absolutely, it's like burning money, but it's a choice, right? Some people have time, some people have money, right? And if you are with one more than the other, then you're going to spend less time and just spend more money on the game. Like for me, I don't mind spending the money. It's fine. I have the dollars. If I don't have the time to link level, grind, and all that stuff, and, you know, I try to bring as best content as possible to, you know, to, I don't know, casuals in a sense. I've been always a casual creator of Dokkan, right? Even though I've been doing it for such a long time, that is just for some reason people are still watching me. So not as much as anymore, but you know, there's still a level of people that still are watching me. But I still make it, but less and less. You can probably tell I don't do Dokkan every day anymore, which I used to. But also Dokkan, there's not much to talk about every day. And I don't really like doing news videos, right? I can do like the news videos, like hey, the producer letter comes out, so I figured people can read it, right? So, but some people don't have Twitter. I understand that as well. So, and I could do that as a service, but there's tons of other people that does it now these days, and does it better than me. But the mechanics, I'm jumping like back and forth here, but the mechanics, I want to talk about these mechanics because these were just the ones that I thought up with. I was like, I think the community would be okay with people spending money on this, right? So the first one is very similar to gacha games, right? Is something that you as a person can just do, right? And grind it out and things of that nature, or you can buy something, right? So the first mechanic, well, yeah, my Dokkan account is great. You know, it's, you know, probably in the top percentage points up there, because one, I've been playing it for so long, and then two, yeah, I have every single Dokkan Festival exclusive in LR except for Super Boo, which the first one I quit. Like, and I blame Diablo because, you know, I'm not staring at Dokkan all day long, not even all day long, but when I have free time, when I want to game and want to, you know, do some stuff, instead of jumping on the Dokkan, I'm jumping off the Diablo. So I'm like, I don't need Super Boo. Of course, if I had to spend 6,000, 7,000 Dragon Stones on getting the 8-year anniversary unit, then yeah, then I would have to. But spending 2,000 is kind of like an average for like a mini shaft for me. It didn't bother me that I spent 2,000 Dragon Stones and didn't pull a copy. It was just like, I didn't have the desire to do it. You know, it wasn't like exciting to me. I was summering as going, like, I'm tired. And then retail stones, right? I like buying retail. They just, having to spend on retail stones bother the heck out of me. But anyway. Alright. Going back to mechanics. Diablo payable mechanics that the community, again, I'll probably make a video on this. I was going to make a video on this. I just like killing monsters. First one, kind of part of the gacha discussion that we're having. Obols. If you can use platinum to purchase obols, why not? Why not allow people with an absorbent amount of money, you can spend, let's say, I'm going to spend $1,000 on obols and gamble for loot, right? It's not like it's like very good. Right, obols is not a very good, but that's the gacha system, right? The gacha system is against you. It's not for you, right? It's not for you. So why not say, hey, you know what? For every how much is obols? Like, I'm sorry, how much is platinum? It's like a $1 for 100 platinum, right? So I think the community would be cool with, I don't know, like 500 obols, 500 obols for 100 platinum, because you'd be like, you're stupid, why are you spending a, you know, or maybe 1,000 obols, like why are you spending $5 or $1? No, it'll be $1. Let's look for 500. So you're spending 500, so you would get 2,500 obols for $5. Like, why are you spending $5 for obols when you can just go ahead and grind that? Well, that's the whole thing, time or money. Right, I think people would be okay. Like for you guys, if you guys found out that yeah, we can buy obols with platinum, I don't think there'll be a community uproar about that. Gambling for power is worse, right? But again, the issue is you don't want to monetize. Like for example, Immortal is stupid because Immortal, I forget exactly what you need to roll for, like the item, but for what that is, you want to get that. It makes you so much stronger, and you can't get it technically for free. Obols, you can get obols really easily. You just have to go farm obols, right? It's kind of a pain to go in and go out and when you're like, oh, I'm maxed here and stuff like that. But if someone wanted to buy obols, you'd be like, oh, whatever. Right? More power to you. If you're stupid, you could just go ahead and do that. But the people with time, right? The people with time is going to say that. People with money are like, oh yeah, I might as well just go ahead and do that, and just gear that way. Well, of course, you're not leveling and stuff like that, but still, I don't think the community would be overly upset about this. All right, this can be close. I would just have to... Damn it. What's closer? Is this closer or this closer? Oh, I have this one already. It's just... I have to re-roll. Oh, totally forgot I have to roll this thing. Because this one already has everything I wanted. Damage from close enemies, crowd control duration, trap scopes, thorns though. I'm okay with power, by the way, but that's win-win for everybody. All right, so that's the first one. That's power they already said they won't do. I understand that, Dark, but that's not necessarily... It's power, but it's... And I think they should go back on it. It's power, but it's optional. It's easy to obtain, or it's easier to obtain in-game. Right? Like this, like getting obols isn't very hard if you focus on getting obols. Anyway, let me upgrade this thing first because I totally forgot about this. Like if this rolls well, then I'll make this my go-to. Right, let's cross our fingers because this is yes. So I'm hoping the vulnerable damage rolls higher. I'm hoping everything rolls higher actually because. All right, so I'm gonna upgrade it to 125 right here. So, 9 goes to 33. Crowd control goes to 40. Vulnerable goes to 40. No. It didn't even change. It didn't re-roll. This supposed to re-roll? It's at the bottom. It's still at the bottom. I thought it was supposed to re-roll. They won't because the moment that there's trading, someone's making money out of a third-party site's audience to get rid of the auction house. That time was a dumb idea. It is. So they destroy trading, right? That's why I don't like the fact that... I don't know. Again, I think they're missing the point on there. Right? The third-party sites are there to actually enhance in the desire of playing your game. Like, what money are they losing out on for people buying gold or... Oh, so item number 2. So that's my first one, right? Purchasing obols with platinum. I feel like the community would be like, okay about that. Not a big issue. Not a big deal. I'll come back to this later. Because it's too much thinking when I have to do this. Yeah, there's still people, do it. So the second one actually would solve a lot of third-party sites in one of the things they're able to do. But not to the extreme, right? But what if it cost, hear me out, what if it cost 500 platinum, which is I believe $5, to power level you up to 40 or let's say 45 or even 50, right? Let's say it's power level to 40 is $5. Power level to 50 is $10. Like you can either grind it up yourself, or if you don't want to put in the work and time to grind the last 10 levels, then it's cost you another $5, right? The scaling thing like that. Would people be upset with that? Do you think the community would be okay with a in-game power leveling mechanic using platinum? Again, I don't think they'll do it, right? Because because they are mentioned, we're just gonna do cosmetics only, which is so like, oh, we're just gonna copy PoE and and that's it, right? They should have done something different. And these are my different ideas, which they could monetize, and still, I think the community would be okay with it. Proton is the #1 data miner. Yep. So do you think a platinum purchased power level system in game, the community be okay with. I think like copying the entire game just to slap on Diablo. Fair enough. Yeah, I think the beginning portion of this game, right? Like right now, like I got to the point where I think PoE does a better job, right? Which is in Endgame, like the top end Endgame. I think Diablo 4 so far has been doing very well. Kind of in the early and mid level. I've been enjoying myself. It's just like now, like, okay, I would have at least gained 1 level by now, but nope, that's not the case. Anyway, anybody? Somebody? Oh, I know it's only like 13 of you people in here, but in-game power level system. $5 or 5 platinum for level 40, $10 to level 50. I'm telling you, people would use. I would do it. I know people would level me up and boost me up. But hey, sometimes I don't have the time. I just want to get it done, make it happen. It's like that's $5, and then I'll boost myself up and find some gear. Because the biggest issue too is then finding the gear for it. That's what I'm finding out right now with my alt is like I can't use my alt at level 40 something because I have 0 gear for it. Yeah, I think gameplay of D4 again. I'm talking trash about this game. I'm still enjoying playing it, right? I'm just saying there's gonna be improvements, but there's like obvious stuff they could have done. Gem bag, all this obvious stuff. They could have taken care of that way before, like us bitching about it. I don't mind the nerfs to dungeons, and I don't mind the nerf to characters, because that has to always be done. But come on, gem bag, stash space. If they charge us for stash space, that's bullshit, right? That is bullshit. If I have to pay for stash space. Yeah, it's an alt. Yeah, you have to complete the campaign first, and then you can unlock the alt purchasing system. Yes, so correct. You have to complete. Maybe you have to complete the campaign and get your first character to level 70 or something like that before you unlock it. No, yeah, it's not like automatically that you'll get it. So. Yeah, maybe not to 80. 80's a little out there, Proton. 80's a little out there. Undead, because I don't stream that often, and then most of my subscribers are Dokkan, and most people don't want to watch me play Diablo. Most people don't even want to watch me stream in the first place. I'm not very entertaining, to be honest with you, Undead. But thank you for the thing there. So I'd pay no question full-time job. There you go. Sheridan understands that people, time, and money, two different things. Like $5 to just okay, I get my alt to where I need to be. I don't have to. So it took me. So I had a character, a person I met here, which is great. I met a person in the community, which the community system in D4 sucks. I know I'm still talking crap about it, but there are problems. Community. I miss the scroll on the left hand side, LFG, LFM. I miss all that. Yeah, most of the time I'd ignore it, but sometimes I go, yeah, I'm bored. I got nothing to do. Okay, core, ultimate days. No, that's worthless. What's the 20%? That's worthless. Maximum life. Nope. Oh crap, bows, man. I'm telling you, I get so many good bows, but so much crap everything else. Bro, you're entertaining. Trust. Thanks, I appreciate it. First season character is non-pay to level, but then one can. Oh, even better. I don't know. This will open up. Okay, so when I went. remember I was talking about, hey, you can make money off of, playing a game in game. So if you boost someone, like, you can hire with it. No, see, now that gets a little slippery slope, right? Because yeah, because there'll be some problems like deliverables and things of that nature. Yeah, never mind. I was like, well, how come how about you're able to trade platinum for services, right? But again, that becomes a little bit of an issue. That's worse than the maybe my initial idea. I think my initial idea is fine. I think people, like, yeah, if you complete the campaign, even in seasons, you complete the campaign, you get a person level 70, maybe even 80, you unlock the power level alt system through platinum. I think the community would be fine with that. No issues with that. Come on, you son of a... Ah! Alright, where's the arrow person? There he is. There he is. He's done. Hate when I'm frozen. Hey, finally a ancestral... Again, I know I'm playing a normal dungeon, so I don't get that many ancestrals. But I don't get too many legendary ancestrals. I got a lot of uniques from doing this, though. Anyway, bro, your internet... Yeah, thank you, Kaido. I appreciate that, man. Actually, I was... first only watching Dokkan content, but since you oh, okay, so you're kind of the opposite. You're like, hey, he's doing D4, go ahead and watch that. Okay. As you can see, there's very few of you that do that, like 11 people total. But feel free to shout out. I should like on Twitter say I'm streaming, I guess. Maybe there'll be more people that get notified by that. I don't know. I don't generally do that too often. Let me do that. Let me see if that works. If that helps. Let me kill these guys first. Like, again, I'm not too like worried. It's nice to have a conversation. The reason why I stream is not necessarily the entertainment for you guys. It's actually entertainment for me. Because like doing this over and over and over again, it gets a little bit boring. But doing this over and over and over again, but chatting with you guys feels pretty good. So let me go to here and click on live and click on, and I'm not going to be streaming for that much longer either. So how do I do this? I go here, I open this. What's going on here? Okay. Seriously, how do I open this? Open a new tab. I don't want to be in creator though. I want to go into the video. Okay, great. Seriously. And then share Twitter. There we go. Let's see if anybody cruises in because of that. Right, so I think I watch more D4 content than Dokkan now. Hey, I'm doing more D4 content than Dokkan. What do you guys think about Barbarian? Well, Barbarian has always been a staple of Diablo, so it's always going to be OP. They did nerf hammer the ancients for like an hour, and then they hot fixed it, which was awesome. The devs are trying to do their thing, so I don't know. I'm actually happy about the way that they're handling, communicating with the public. I still don't know what's saved for season 1. They have a lot of stuff. They have to have a lot of stuff for season 1. You can't think of stuff for season 1? I can think of a bunch of stuff for season 1. Let's talk about it. Class mechanics, right? Totally changing class mechanics, adding. Here's one thing that would just literally change the game, right? Ultimates not being a part of your 4 options. Boom. Season 1. Ultimates forever. Right? Now, of course, I think they'll save that for another time frame. But anyway, there's a ton of stuff they can do. Off the top of my head right now, I'm not thinking clearly, I guess. Like rune words would be cool, like glyphs, like combining glyphs together and things of that nature, right? Would be very, very interesting. I don't think they'll bring back rune words, but a glyph combination system would be interesting. The glyph system is very powerful. The Paragon board is very powerful. From time D4, it seems like the reward group play versus... Yes, for sure, for sure. I don't know if they're punishing solo players. It's just that group play is way more advantageous, which I don't typically do. I'd be more than happy to if anybody wants to jump in and run the same thing over and over again with me. Feel free to. So, but yes, agree with you. It's a good sign that they're communicating. It is. I think that's an absolutely good thing. And here's the thing: they're like, "Oh, it's going to take us a long time to do this and this." Dude, the Hammer of the Ancients fix was like within hours, and you're telling me that it's going to take seasons before they fix certain things, like certain mechanics? Like, come on! Like, you're able to do that fix within an hour. I'm surprised I haven't fixed this. Like the, just jumping in when you have a, I always say Greater Rift, but when you have a Nightmare Dungeon, and I hate Nightmare Dungeons as the name for it. Whoever said, let's call our Endgame stuff Nightmare Dungeons. Well, what about, tier 3 in our world class is called Nightmare? Who cares about that? Let's just call it Nightmare Dungeons. Like, okay, doesn't make any sense. Torment Dungeons would have made more sense. Since the game is new, everything is trying on game mechanics. I would say probably not changing those aspects for season. They can add aspects for sure. I swore, I was like, oh, I got another Hakan. This isn't that same logo or same thing for the Amulet of Hakan. Anyway, is this any good? Chilled for 20. Nope. Not good at all. 793 item power. Could have been good. Nope. Penetrating shot 3. Nope. 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 No, and nope. I think it's time for me to attempt to play my alt. If anybody wants to help me. No one wants to help me, then I probably won't do it because it's very sad. My John Wick alt. I think getting rid of the reset dungeon button was... How stupid was that? How stupid was that? Like, I'm doing this now. Like, this is a dungeon reset. It's a reset. I left. It's reset. Oh, by the way, it looks like I'm going to level pretty soon. Look at that. Yeah, I thought that was really dumb as well. For sure. Do I have any Diablo friends in game who wants to... There's Magic Cow and Cooney. Probably not. They're just leveling to 80. They don't have time for a little nobody. I guess I can just follow them around if they want to increase their... Oh, by the way, I already used my consumable. Cold resist. Dude, what happened to... I was like, what happened to all the... Oh, where's the guys I have to kill? Right there. How long did it take you guys to know about that? I don't remember that in D3. Like the guys that gave damage reduction to everybody. Or is I just being forgetful? Like literally it took me to like I think close is level 70, like level 70 or like very close to level 70 for me to know, hey, if I kill those guys with the little up arrows with the damage reduction, goes away. I don't know. Alright, so I tweeted it. No one's coming in. Because it's all Diablo people. Or actually, here's the thing, right? My channel is probably followed by a ton of OG people. I don't have like the new group of people that watch stuff, or I don't have like Doomblade. You know, the reach of course, Truth, or you know, those guys who are like always up on the news and stuff like that. I'm the alternative of Dokkan viewership, and you know, yeah, I have 70,000 subscribers, but most of them don't play Dokkan anymore. So that's why I have 10 people watching my stream. Plus I don't stream as much as I used to. I'm streaming this quite a bit more. Hey, look at that, Ancestral. Ancestral, hey, 3 in a row. That's a record. Back to Sacred. But like, you know, people like Proton coming in here and stuff like that, it's pretty cool. You know, Proton, you have probably more of an impact in the community than I do. Do you ever make content, Proton? I actually don't know about that, if you do or not. I know like Dokkan Assets streams and makes content and stuff like that. Like, it's very interesting, like, you guys don't, like, have a way bigger following than I do. Or, you know, some of the people that actually provide a true service to, to the community. I give out rerolled accounts. That's what I do, I guess. But no one even wants a reroll account anymore. That's how sad. That's how sad it is. Like, I can't even give away Dokkan accounts. I'm an affiliate back then. I'm an affiliate back then? What do you mean? Like from Twitch? Twitch affiliate? I used to a long time ago to. Oh, with Reaper's Souls? Oh! I'm talking about the Dokkan community. Proton. You enjoy my team builds on some. Yeah, people don't really watch my like general team builds videos. Like my best teams, the summarization of it for like the month, which I am finishing up that one right now, is my highest viewership. And of course people love seeing me die on summons. But yeah, like my news and stuff like that, a lot less people watch that now. Dude, when Reaper of Souls launched, that was a hell of an expansion. They did such a great job. Reaper of Souls, yeah, that was a very, very good update. This is actually not bad, but there's no way I'm going to use it. I have to replace these two guys. It's going to be tough. So I have to get at least over 795 sword to compete with these two. It's going to be tough. And then I have to roll like really good.
Anything else?
Here's 799. Okay, okay. I should literally say, okay, stats, ultimate crowd. Shoot. I can still keep that for. No, I'm not going to use that build though. Dazed is worthless. So crowd control is 12 is not good. Yeah. 799. Literally, I said 77. Enemies with poisoned. Enemies that are closer to poison dropping intelligence. That's not worth it. Oh, by the way, is the sound to my game loud enough or too loud? I've been messing with the sound for a little bit, and I don't know if it's good or not. Rapid fire +2, critical strike damage 3. Ugh. Really bad rolls there. Yeah. I kind of revived D3 for a bit, yes, and I started streaming back then and got affiliated broken arm. Crusader. I wish they have to add a quote unquote holy character on here. I would not be surprised if they do like Archangel. Everybody would play that one. They have to be like Fallen Archangel or something. They just call it the Fallen. Now we're thinking too much of other games, but yeah, Archangel's a little bit too OP. Like if you make a Star Wars game, you have a Jedi, everybody's gonna be a Jedi. So something like basically Tyrael was a Crusader in a sense, but the Holy Fallen or something like that. It'd have to be like, you know what it was, and you know what it is. Holy Knight, I guess would work out. If you called it Archangel, like everybody would play. I'm Archangel. Archangel and Demon Knight. There you go. Those are two classes they can create. I think they're going to do on Immortal a vampire, right? They're going to do it like a Blood Knight. They're doing a Blood Knight. And here's a stupid thing. Why does Immortal exist? Do people actually still spend money on Immortal? If they do, they gotta stop it. They gotta let that game die. Like, is there a lot of active users for Immortal? Does anybody know the stats on that at all? Yeah, I miss. This way, the twisting blades were cool to me because it's, it's like the hammer build. It's like a hammer did. Kinda, not really, but where's the dude that's okay? Good. Immortal exists same time as Dokkan exists. Well, Dokkan doesn't have an alternative, right? Legends, I guess, but that wasn't in a replacement for Dokkan. It was just competition for Dokkan, right? This is the same exact company and creator, right? It's two different, providers and creators for Legends and Dokkan. That's more competition wise. This is like self-competition. It's like if Fortnite created Fort Day. It's like, okay, why did you do that? Like, you're gonna take it away from Fortnite, which is technically the older game, whatever it is, right? The older game, but still highly popular. But you're like, okay, I created a new one that cross-platform, feels like it's a much better game. You don't have to roll for all your BS on there. Anyway, I hope it dies. because they should move all the devs and all the people working on Immortal to D4 and just make D4 the best Diablo game of all time. It has framework that could get that to happen. Right? It has framework. Or maybe that Ancestral Sword might be good. It is competition. I don't know. You're right. It's, you know, because of the gacha mechanic. They're I don't know, but are they making sales? Like, who's buying Immortal stuff? It's not like in top grossing or anything, right? It's not. I want to know the stats of it. Maybe there's some. I don't want to look at it yet. So. Am I being naive? I know they made a ton of money the first couple months, but that's because we haven't had anything Diablo for a very long time. It's like Star Wars with episode 7. It's like, okay, we waited a long time before we got anything, and, you know, but then when we were like, okay, we'll take anything and it's gonna be great, but then when Last Jedi came out, and it's like, okay, well, wait a minute, you know. I have issues with it, so I don't know. I think Immortal was successful because it's just been a long time since there was new Diablo. Is it still successful? That's in my general question of things. I'm just gonna start doing Nightmare Dungeons because I'm actually getting tired of doing this right now. So I'm gonna do that Nightmare Dungeons that I have right now, and then. So I can at least upgrade glyphs, which I don't upgrade my glyphs. It's like upgrading glyphs is like link leveling for me right now. I just don't do it. At least that will give me Shadow Step 3%. That's awful. I'm actually just gonna sell this one. Crossbow vulnerable 37. Nope. All right, 778. Ugh. I'm just gonna sell that too. Let's see if I actually get better loot. I should probably throw away a lot of that loot in this stuff here. I'm not sure how they're doing right now. Regardless, D4 has all the conditions to be the best Diablo game. They just need to listen to the community. I wouldn't say listen to all the community. I say listen to parts of the community that is like no-brainer stuff. Man, there's some stuff that I think people always complain about. Like, people are complaining about seasons. That's a part of the community. Seasons is fine, right? The season mechanic is fine. You know, so they can't listen to that portion of things. Like, why is it gonna take till season 2 for the gem bag? Right, the number one fix that everyone wants to see right away, gem bag, right? Right. It's not like totally changing any mechanic except for like stash base. If they're gonna start charging for if they charge for stash base, I'm done with Diablo. Or at least Diablo 4. I'm done. Right? What do I have to do? Collect the pristine key. Uh-oh. I have to be careful. Where's the 2 arrows? That's what I want. Yay, Ancestral. Oh, back to Sacred. I was hoping I'd get 4 Ancestrals in a row. Oh, the Greed Shrine. There's something I can complain about. What the hell? Just because I have the green shirt, I get like 100 extra gold. That's so bad. Oh, this is like Ironhold Cave. Gotcha. Also, there's not that many mechanics of dungeons. There's like what, 4 or 5 different versions of dungeons. So this is Ironhold. Don't tell me I have to slay all. Okay, slay 3. Okay, I can do that. Oh, and I hate doors, guys. I hate doors. Yeah, stupid little barricade. Can sorcerers teleport through doors? Oh, Butcher! 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 Oh, you are mine, Butcher. I haven't killed you in a very, very long time, by the way. Where'd he go? Go 101, baby. Go 101. Why is he? It's realized. I was like, why is he not my main target so I can get my inner sight in? But you are mine. Come on, inner sight. Why do you think it's going to fill up? There we go. Yeah, no battle pass for that they should be able to fix. I agree with that. Yeah, the battle pass should be on Eternal as well. Maybe not as good as the season 1, but I think there should be a version of a battle pass there. Shuttle plunged? I don't think I need that. Anyway, I'll pick it up. What am I doing? Kill 3 blasphemous. I'm always excited to see the Butcher. I don't want to do this. Hell no. Get me out of here. Ooh. Got a Butcher and a Treasure Goblin. These guys don't give you crap. Hopefully this guy gives me something good. Ancestral. Boom, not even. Treasure and Goblins should give guaranteed legendaries, by the way. Like the Butcher. Let's see. Looking at D4 dev notes, looks like they're planning on free XP boosts, skins, not bringing back strong best legendaries. Also new mechanics. Well, the cow level, we knew that was coming. That's not a surprise. Yeah, the free XP boost for these dungeons right here is necessary because the scaling is bad, right? So figuring out, you know, making the scaling work is really the key. They really should have a Torment 5 already. I didn't think I think they thought it would take close to the first season, their planned first season, which is like July something, for people to get like hardcore 100. And they're like, oh, hardcore 100 done within a week. They're like, well, oh my god, how's that possible? Right? Well, there's 24 hours in a day, and you say it's gonna take 150. Well, guess what? You know, whatever 24 hours in a row is, the major gamers will be able to do that. I don't know if I don't understood that about yeah, streamers. But I'm pretty sure they didn't think that they would have 100 hardcore level 100s already done. Alright, where's this freaking last one? Dude, it's over there? Are you kidding me? It'll be interesting to see what the ancient cow level actually is. Be really interesting. But you know, all signs point. Of course, the devs are always going to say there's no secret cow level because they always say there's no secret cow level. But I love the data miners. The data miners are like, oh well, you got this, 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 and this, and they pretty much all figured it out. So once you get those drops, and I don't think the secret cow level is available right now, right? But when it is, it'd be great. It's possible because some hardcore RPG players put their hands on D4. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Tomb Lord. You're just this updated Skeleton King, my friend. Actually, it's Zoltan Cool and the Skeleton King put together, if you guys don't notice. The style of this boss here. That took me a long time to kill. Get a ring. Crappy ring. I didn't get much, but this wasn't a very high level. Okay, I get to upgrade exploit. That's what I need. Upgrade exploit. Current level 6. And then I go back to town. Anyway, I forgot what the third option was going to be for paid. I hate this town, by the way. This is my favorite town, is this one here. Sirigar. Or Karigar. I don't know how to say these names out there. You know what they should have did too? They should have put the Books of Lothar as like a prologue to the within this game. Like, how hard would it have been? Yes, you can watch it on YouTube or you can watch it on other stuff, but how hard is it to put that into the game? Because I think the Books of Lothar is really cool for them to. I was in Kyovashov for so long, I was getting used to that. How hard it would have been to have that. I think for newer people that don't understand the lore and stuff like that, I think that would have been very interesting. Core damage over time, damage to poison. I could just roll for. No, I can't. It's a freaking bow. I gotta stop thinking about this. So 776 on here. Basic. Stealth. No, you suck. Barrier. Damaging elite. I will keep this. This is actually. I will not keep it. I'm gonna. Seven. Nope. Vulnerable. This is awful. Nope. Why am I even salvaging, guys? What am I doing here? Should be selling, right? Get gold. Freaking gold sinks. What the hell's the merchant on here? There he is. Sorry. What did I say? Lothar? Lorath. Who the hell's Lothar? Yeah. So again, it shouldn't take a Dokkan streamer to talk about that. Shouldn't that have been brought up in like a staff meeting? Hey, it would be cool if, since we are like marketing to all these players and we're probably gonna get a lot of people that have never played Diablo before, but it looks really cool, our cinematics, our story and stuff like that. Wouldn't it be really cool if we put the Books of Lorath in the game, like in the beginning prologue, so people can watch that, get ready for the game, and anyway, I don't know. maybe too tough of a. Oh, that's not even very good barrier. I'm still extracted since. Oh, I'm full now. Oh, great. What can I get rid of? This one's pretty high. Rapid fire I'm going to use on a different character. Um, 40% crowd control hit, so I don't need that. That one's like a good roll. Shadow step I need to keep just in case. Basic skill generates 6. I guess I can keep that. It's umbral, right? There's a energizing. It's a perfect roll there. Damaging elite. Okay, so I have 2 of these. I didn't think I had one. So 297, 2, 3. So this is way better. Yeah, okay. 2, 6, 2, yeah. I didn't even need to, I didn't think I had a lot of those. There we go. Well, if you're playing console, you're probably not going to do that, right? Like on PC, it's easy to do, but again, on console, it'd be fine to have that data in there. Anyway, let's switch on over to John Wick. I need to figure out how to make this character work. By the way, it looks kind of like John Wick. You know, ancient John Wick. But he is a ranged rogue. So yeah, I have 2 rogues. But here's another problem with the game. I don't want to respec my main character. It's a pain in the ass to respec. Like Paragon boards and all that stuff. So I just made an alt. The problem with making an alt is when you get boosted, you don't have any items to generally use. So I'm level 46. So I'm kind of building some stuff here. Now, this bow isn't good enough for me to keep it. So I guess I could re-roll the injured and get vulnerable on it, and it'll be as good. But I need that. Yeah, I'm not. But I'm just easily gonna replace that thing with like a 700 sacred. Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here. So I'm trying to.
Splintered and broken as they should be.
Yeah, the alt system is not good.
We display these trophies to our court leaders.
This is the wrong one.
Our purpose remains.
That's the wrong one.
You're the heretic.
Which one am I supposed to do? Beast challenge, right? It's not this one. So it's this one. The beast challenge. But rapid fire just does not work in early game. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to change one of my skill set for now. And for leveling, I'm going to use Barrage until I can get my... Oops. Ricochet. and do this. Nope, wrong way.
Can't do that.
What the hell, horsey?
I'm not ready. Low on energy.
I hate searching for people. So world event here. I don't care too much about the world event.
I'm not ready. Don't have enough energy.
This build sucks. It's so bad. Who am I supposed to find? Find Color the Collector? Did I find him yet? He's in just the middle of this place. Oh, there he is right there.
Low on energy.
The head of Color. I really want to make him a rapid fire rain of arrows. The Beast Challenge. I remember doing this the first time around. Why can't I do this freaking one right there? I don't want to go all the way over there. By the way, have you been doing events, dungeons? Because I just skipped those. The whole... Oh yeah, dude, I don't... Yeah. That's the worst. Like, you have to stay in that circle, and... Yeah, it's... Again, which devs designed that? Because that's awful. Why is there, like, an orange thing there? Yeah, events and dungeons doesn't really make sense to me because you're already in a sense doing an event. Now, if that guarantees you something, it says, you know, if you do an event in a dungeon, it guarantees you a legendary, or it guarantees you like a pot of gold or a, you know, a treasure goblin or something, right? A chance for a chance, you know. Yep. Please help me. Sorry. But yeah, if they say, hey, you know what, you're gonna get a guarantee resplendent chest with a treasure goblin, I'd be like, okay, I'll do the event because, you know, it's worth something. Dude. This absolutely sucks. This build sucks. You're 84 ice shard. Nightmare dungeons are sucking my soul. I'm not even doing nightmare dungeons. I just logged off of my level 81 almost. You know, I realized I was really close to leveling to 81, wasn't I? Before I logged out. Yeah, leveling's gotten really slow. So I made this John Wick alt. So this is my John Wick alt. And he, of course, is a ranged rogue. Because why wouldn't he be? Dude, this I'm gonna add that aspect on here because that aspect with rapid fire needs to happen because this isn't working out. This build sucks. There's so much I have to do with this build. Probably carry this stupid thing all the way over there. I got a level though, at least. Do I have any potions? I'll tell you what they should do is potions should be cross. Oops, I have to turn this in. Should be cross characters. I think that would be a good quality of life change. Because like a lot of your other items is cross-platform. Help me. Now, how long did it take you to get to 84 from 80? Has that been feeling like a unnecessary grind? Because I don't feel like doing that, for sure. No, I don't want to do that either. Oh my god, I'm gonna freaking die. Yes, materials are cross. So that's good. So if materials are cross, I think potions should be cross. Potions, like all your consumables should be cross. Cause look at your potion is, I'm at 9. If you grind 4 a day, you can get a level a day. That's not bad. Oh, 4 hours. Ooh. It's like 4 nightmare dungeons. That doesn't sound too bad. Oh, slay all the enemies. Are you freaking kidding me? It's gonna take me freaking an hour with this build. Seems better right now. I just can't kill oh, here we go. This is about lethal. Let's get this happen. Let's make this happen. Shoot him up, shoot him up, shoot him up.